many of the orders that limit order display is going to be handling is retail orders. Institutions, they have icebergs, they have dark pools, they have all these ways to hide their liquidity or to step in softly. And anybody who's been a trader knows that if I'm in an illiquid stock and I show 25,000 to buy, every other firm on the street that can buy gets 5,000 shares to buy is just going to buy it and hold it. I mean, they're just going to go trade ahead of that 25,000, and even if it's 5 different retail customers, that's going to stack up there. So, what you're really doing with the mandatory limit order display of retail orders and aggregated retail orders is allowing the institutions to front run those orders because they're in one position, and the institutions have all these other tools and sophistications because the retail guy doesn't say, okay, I want this to be dark, I want this to be here. And it's kind of creating a forced display for the people who should have some broker discretion. And
right. I mean, that's the other thing. I mean, today, we don't display the full quantity because our belief is that in order to provide best X, we need to protect our customer orders from being front run like that. Yeah. And to take that discretion away from the dealers. Again, if a dealer wants to display the full quantity, they can do it and they can compete. And if customers think that's what they want, they can go to that dealer. I mean, and if they want Knight to do it, we would do it. But we think that there is legitimate reasons, to protect these orders. And the same way you would protect an institutional order, we treat all our customers the same way. We treat everybody fairly. And an institution wouldn't want you to show their 1 million share buy order. And I'm not sure, a retail investor would want you to do that either. So, with this rule filing, they've kind of lost their option.
I think that the customers should be allowed, that option, decide whether or not their orders get their full size displayed out there. But there's reserve orders that are used in all the other markets. Even though they're forcing you to show, by this rule proposal, they're forcing you to show the full size. Your customers can opt out at any time by using order types if they don't want it displayed. Currently, they aren't able to get it displayed if they do want it. All the dealers out there basically just show the minimum tier size. They are showing the prices, which is great. But I think limiting the transparency out there doesn't really necessarily help the marketplace.
Well, I'll just say that they can get their full size displayed if they want it. And if we get one request a week, that would be a lot. I mean, we rarely get it. People rarely ask for it. But if they want it, they get it. I mean, there's no question. I mean, at least at Knight.
I think both Matt and Cromwell have made some comments about the tier sizes relative to the access fee leading to gaming, and by all means, we still have some time under the comment period, and if there are spots where people think there are holes below $1, in terms of how the increments work and the access fees work and create gaming opportunities, let us know and we'll try to close them. I mean, that's definitely not the intent of the way we drafted it. Also, as Barry pointed out, I mean, in the NMS world, a lot of ATS has responded to gaming by eliminating rebating below certain points where it would cause gaming. And then finally, 2110 is our just and equitable principles rule, and it gives us authority to go after firms that are gaming. And believe me, wash sales and blocking and crossing now by rule would be covered by that as well.
But it's firms, not investors.
Sure, I mean, but it's still
a fair amount of gaming takes place of non-FINRA members.
Sure. But again, going back to that point, I mean, I think a number of the exchanges in the NMS world struggle with that right off the bat and adjusted to it.
I mean, we don't have rules where you say that banks need to leave their doors and windows open 24 hours and the safe open. I mean, there's some general things that say don't create that that easy thing to jump in the window of a bank and run out with a stack of hundreds.
So definitely let's comment on it. That's the point of the notice of comment process. We'll adjust it.